If you have more than one person, you will have conflict. It doesn't matter whether it's a husband and a wife, a parent and a child, a boss and an employee, one group member with another group member. Eventually, you will have conflict because none of us are exactly the same. None of us are perfect. None of us have exactly the same opinion about everything, think that everything should be handled the exact same way. So you're going to have conflict. Well, how do you maintain unity when there is conflict? Well, let's talk about it. If I'm going to love one another, one thing I'm told to do, I'm told in Romans 12:16, live in harmony with one another. Get along, resolve conflict. Jesus said in Matthew 18, verse 15, he said, if your brother sins against you, go and show him his fault just between the two of you. If he listens to you, you have won your brother over. So, there's conflict. Don't tell everybody else about it. Go talk to them about it. Before you talk to anybody else, talk to that person and try to make it right. Matthew 5:23 and 24. It says this, therefore, if you're offering your gift at an altar, and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift in front of the altar. First, go and be reconciled to your brother, then come and offer your gift. So whether I'm the cause of the conflict or I'm the one that has been hurt in the conflict, it's my job to reconcile, to resolve the conflict. What do you do? Well, first, pray about it. Some things, some offenses aren't big enough to really worry about. The person's having a bad day. They just lost a loved one. They just lost a job. They're fighting an illness. I'm going to just pray about it and say, you know what? I'm not going to take offense at that. I don't think they meant anything by it. Pray about it. Now, you might pray about it and God says, you need to make this right. You need to go talk to them. You can't let this linger. Second thing, own your part. That's what Matthew's saying. If they're the problem, you go talk to them. If you're the problem, you accept that and be reconciled. Now, in conflict, if it goes on, we both own part of it. Maybe they are the one that offended me first, and so they're 80% of the problem, but I've had a bad attitude and haven't talked to them and have been bitter. I still have 20% of the problem. I need to own my part of the problem. I learned a long time ago with my wife to sit down and say, or my kids, look, we're having a conflict. I love you. I care about you. Let's come over here together and let's work on solving this together. This has become a conflict. So, pray about it, own your part, and then if you're part of the conflict, say the words. What I mean by that, say these words. Look, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have kept thinking that. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Please forgive me. Forgive me. Now, I find that 90% of the time when I ask the person to forgive me, they will, and the conflict basically disappears because that was the issue. When I ask them to forgive me, that settles it. Resolve conflict. Second, bear with and forgive one another. Okay? Bear with one another. What's that mean? They're going through a hard time. They're a difficult personality. They grew up terrible. Bear with them. They're rough edges or they're having a rough time. I'm not going to get upset about this. I'm going to keep loving them and accepting them. Forgive one another. Okay, it's a little different. They have really hurt me. I need to choose to forgive them. Forgiveness isn't a feeling that you feel. It's a choice that you make. And eventually you'll feel it, but you got to choose it first. You got to choose to forgive before you feel forgiveness. Third, show hospitality to one another. Okay, you got a group. Don't let one person be in charge of bringing all the food, bringing all the snacks, setting everything up. Work together. Take turns. Show hospitality to each other. Go out of your way to make people feel comfortable and relaxed. Number 4, submit to one another. You know what? I think you're right about this. I'm going to submit to your opinion. I think you know more about this than I do. I think I'm going to submit to your opinion. I'm going to submit to you. Doing it your way is going to work out just fine too, so let's just do it your way. Number 5, be humble toward one another. God's very clear. God gives grace to the humble. When we're both humble, God pours grace into our relationship, and we get closer, and it gets better. We get closer to each other, and we get closer to God. Look, it's not all about you. It's not all about me. Life, we're not the center of the universe. God is. We need to be humble. The best definition of humility I ever heard is it's an accurate view of yourself. It's an accurate view of yourself. Some things, I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty capable. A lot of things, I don't know what I'm doing. I make mistakes. I'm dumb. I'm not very smart on that. I don't have an answer. Be humble. And you know what happens when we're humble? We depend upon God. We depend on each other, and we depend upon God. And when we depend upon God in prayer, we pray for one another, it makes all of this so much easier. I want to encourage you, maintain the unity you build in your group by doing these things, and God will bless you. I'm Dave Earley. We want to help you be a disciple, and we want to help you make disciples.